Hi, I'm Laura Brainerd. I'm currently a student at the Bay Area Center for Waldorf Teacher Training here in the San Francisco area. And I found out recently that a resident in my hometown was actually a student at the first Waldorf School in Stuttgart, Germany. And that would be Maidee Moore, who is here today. We're going to be interviewing her. And she is an amazing 100 years old and has quite a lot of history to share with us about the first Waldorf School. And first, I thought it'd be good to have a little bit of background about the Waldorf School. In 1919, workers of the Waldorf Astoria cigarette factory in Stuttgart, Germany, asked for a school to be created that was founded upon Rudolf Steiner's philosophy. Emil Molt, who was the owner of the factory, set up the school with Rudolf Steiner as the educational consultant. And the original Waldorf School was an independent institution that was licensed by the local government as an exploratory school. And Steiner specified 4 conditions for the school. One, that it be open to all children, and that it go to all 12 grades, that it be co-educational, and that the teachers have total control over what is taught and how. So it opened in 1919 with 256 pupils in 8 grades, and 191 of these children were from the factory families. This eventually grew into a global movement, and there are now about 900 Waldorf schools in 60 different countries around the world. And here in the U.S., we have about 170 schools. So with that introduction, I'd like to introduce Maidee.
I think we forgot one of the very important things was that they had a class of handicapped children.
They did.
Very handicapped children. They had a special schoolroom, special entrance to their part of the Waldorf School, and they had a very exceptional teacher. And those handicapped children, I'll tell you about one of them. He came in a wheelchair and was like this. And he left walking, playing a cello, outstanding.
That's incredible.
That's what he learned there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And the main thing is that they had dedicated people to teach. Now these handicapped children, they had a special section in the school that had nothing to do with us who were going to the other part of where all the kids went. They had a special section. They had very little to do with us except one Thursday a month, which was a theater. It was when the various classes came and produced for the rest of the school, and it was a very special day because you wore your special clothes and you did Eurythmics programs,
Mm-hmm.
and they were always included in something like that up on the stage.
So they did the Eurythmy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Eurythmics was, music,
Mm-hmm.
always. We never ever had any, the other children never had any feelings about that these were special. They were part of the Waldorf School.
Mm-hmm.
I was fortunate to enter the school just to see, to meet Rudolf Steiner when he greeted the new children that were coming in. I guess I was one of the few of that area that time that was coming into end of the school, and he was there, and that was the only time I ever saw him. After that, he died.
Mm-hmm. And what was it like meeting him?
Huh?
What was it like to see him? What kind of a person was he?
You know, it was. I was a small child. This was a principal in the school. It was my fourth school or fifth school, where probably one over here or two over here, and one and two over there. And I was an Amerikaner. There were quite a number of children whose parents brought them over from the United States. They were wealthy children. They came from places like Chicago, and they were brought over there by their parents to go to the Waldorf School.
Mm-hmm.
My teacher, Dr. Garbutt, he'd been in the war, and the war was just over. He was a very stern person, military kind of person. We all admired him, but we didn't have any feelings for him. Now, maybe you want to know something about the classes. The class, for instance, art, painting. We were not taught to paint figures, only colors.
Mm.
And colors different colors represented figures. And I sat next to a kid whose father was an artist, and he was very unhappy because he had to paint the way the teacher said, not the way his father had taught him. He lived on the outside.
Did you enjoy that kind of painting when you were
Oh
young?
yes, that's all we knew.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're at that age, yes, it was perfectly all right. In fact, it was fun because you knew that purple was the color purple represented something. The colors represented things.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what you painted, you could express what you felt when you saw it.